Virgos, welcome to your relationship reading for September 2025. We're going to do the charms complemented with the cards here. We're going to look at all relationships, not just romantic or love, but food, wealth, work environments, travel, wherever it might be. You know, we'll see what your angels and your soul energies want to talk about this month. If you want to just skip to the messages, I timestamp below. Otherwise, let's get your charms here first. So let's go around. We'll see where they draw my attention. Oh, there's a bit of a hand twitch here. Just gonna let them. Okay. So let's go around. See what we want to talk about, what your focus is. Getting really quiet with you all. Like I'm getting really focused. I don't know why. I'm usually a pretty good babbler of just nonsense. I'm sorry, I'm just doing my cleanup. Again, I went completely, like, I'm just like, ooh, like really tuned in here. So I don't know if, like, I don't know if there's a singular relationship situation that you, like, just has your full attention right now. You know, an example of that could be, you could be caring for a child, you know, so they have your full attention right now. Maybe you're completely immersed in work, so your relationship with work has all your full attention right now. So we'll see. We'll get the cards. See what the topics of conversation are. What has you all consumed? Occupying either your time or just your headspace. The other possibility is maybe you're kind of tuning out. Like, are people kind of, I don't know, waking you up from thought and you didn't realize you were kind of lost in thought, or you immediately kind of lose what you were even thinking about, so they kind of have to say your name a couple times, and then they say, like, what are you thinking about? And you're like, I honestly can't remember. So it could be that as well. Okay. So where do we want to start here on the charms? Family involvement. We have my mischievous fairy here. You know, I kind of see her like whispering. So I don't know if whispering. Why is she? There's like this. I don't know if there's like backdoor or quiet conversation happening about someone older to you. You know, it could be an older sibling, but they're drawing my attention to the fairies looking down. You know, so you're younger than them in age, but I feel like there's, you know, just chatter about this person. You know, maybe the family's wondering, like maybe you're all discussing, you know, should we approach so-and-so, or have any of you heard from so-and-so lately? How did they look the last time you saw them? You know, did they talk about this with you? It's that kind of family conversation. It's not gossiping. It's coming from curiosity, the fairy here, curiosity, concern. But I think that like I said, that mischievousness is just that it's quiet conversation now. It's the whispering about this person. They don't know yet that you're part of this dialogue, but they don't feel part of it. So you're kind of wondering, should we? Yeah, it's just fully. It's an emotional space for you. Again, it's just the sort of the caring, the white here, like nursing, hospital, that kind of white they're showing me. So again, caring. It's and look at you glowing up. You know, kind of asking your dreams, asking, you know, the family, like what should we be doing here? So we know that that's kind of happening here now. I like that they paired the imagine with the color of the tile. So orange is all about creativity, inspiration, strategizing. So that might be what you're doing right now. Just kind of calmly observing, talking things through. Maybe the whispering is about the strategizing, right? You know, who should approach them? How should we approach them? Should we approach them? So some kind of family dialogue happening. If you don't feel like this relates, then but you can have a sense of who this is. Maybe see if you can jump into the conversations. Maybe you have the solution, right? You have the creative idea or a different approach maybe that you can offer here. Learn the lesson. We have my vulnerable, fragile, right? Leaf here, see-through. So being honest with self, authentic, introspective and reflective, right? Learn the lesson. So just kind of be gentle with self if you are working through any kind of past history. Also, right? It's focus on how I'm going to move forward, not how this hurt me. We've got some red here, so something that does, you know, kind of work up your heart space. So there's some honesty here, some you know, be true to self. Again, it's more of the introspective and reflective, and being gentle, because there's some fragility here as it relates to you and in this situation, in the heart space. I'm pairing it with burden here, or I should say they are. Your energy has pulled me down to this burden. And this is my family. This speaks family, legacy, succession. So this could be workplace burden, right? So taking on additional responsibilities at this time. In the intro, I was feeling focused, quiet, immersive, and I did mention maybe work has all your attention right now. It could be a project or something that has been handed down to you. It could be an opportunity for you to shine that is monopolizing your time. Maybe you're pursuing an MBA, right? There's legacy, establishing something here. And it is a bit of a burden to you, but they want you to reflect back. I feel like there's, you know, if this is frustration or could even be temptation to take on this burden, it's like learn the lesson. What happened last time you agreed to take on all this much? Did you achieve this? You know, did it actually benefit you? Did you go up the ladder, or did you just burn out? Right? Did you just burn out? Introspective, honest, truthful to self. And now your spirit animal is connected to this message. And we have my charm about dreaming and sleep, but a bit of bags under the eyes here. Eyes not quite closed, so maybe you're suffering, again, kind of the burnout, the stress, anxiety, that you're not getting enough hours sleep or deep enough sleep or restful enough sleep. So there might be some lack of sleep here that you're dealing with as well. So this is your relationship with boundaries, right? What you will and won't take on. Relationship with boundaries in terms of being honest with self on how late into the night you're gonna allow yourself to work, right? What's your cutoff time? You know, are you gonna offer yourself that? Okay. Yeah. Look at the angels reminding you, right? What's the pace? You know, what's the benefit to you? What's the milk and honey? You know, what's going to bring you the peace here, the sleep? Right? Be honest. There's wealth and abundance. So again, I feel like this is connected to, you know, something that you feel is opportunistic or something that's been presented to you as opportunistic, but maybe you're taking on too much. Like, can you offload or invite anybody in? Can you get more time? You know, just be honest, like more time's needed. Like, look at you kind of splashing around, right? Maybe you feel like that a bit. Maybe you feel like you're in a sticky situation here, but you do believe there's a reward here at the end, a prize. Look at you at the end of the rainbow as well. Swimming, you know, instead of splashing and frustrated, you're swimming in it. So, you know, the dove here is bringing in a suggestion. So I think it might be help. You know, what can you offload, right? I'm going to drop the egg so I only have to focus on this part. Can you do that? Any opportunity to do that? And it could be offloading or splitting or sharing, you know, doing a different change up in like responsibilities at home or chores or to family. Like, is there, you know, can you be honest to partners or whoever on, I need, you know, in order to alleviate some burden so I can achieve this and bring it home to us, can you support me in this? Like, there's some honesty here. Okay. So we have a decision here with my kind of pulley. So, you know, I can go this way, I can go that way. Just a decision. It's not like you're in a fork in the road. It could be a fork in the road to you if that's how it presents to you, but it doesn't present that way to me. It's just a decision here that needs to be made that hasn't been made yet. So it is the pulley, which means, you know, get off the pot. Make the decision, you have to tug on one side or the other. And the wolf here, the throat chakra, you need to make this decision. Sort of the decision's falling to you. And it does relate to family, possibly a family trip, or your participation in something that the family's trying to coordinate. Could be a family dinner. Yeah, like maybe you're just trying to get coordinate everyone's schedule and everyone's kind of waiting on you to weigh in, right? They're waiting on you to let them know and they haven't heard from you yet. And it is pointing to explore new people, which was interesting. So I don't know if this is an opportunity for you to meet, you know, new additions to the family, or will be. So it could be a baby shower maybe, and people are waiting on you to confirm your attendance or availability. Like I said, it could be a family meal where you're gonna have a chance to meet someone new and welcome them in. But there's like a waiting on you here. Not to put more pressure on you if the family's already doing that, but yeah, see, TikTok. If you don't watch the intros, please rewind back if you think I purposely put this card there. But yeah, TikTok, we need to hear from you to confirm up these plans. We need to know if you're going to be there. I don't know, I feel like maybe there's some kind of announcement, or like I said, a new person or a family announcement. Something, you know, attendance required. Please let us know. So please let your family know. Who needs to know? Let them know. I mean, if you're the planner in the family, I don't feel like that though, Virgo, right? Because you're immersed here. Something's pulled you in. So we need to know. Maybe this TikTok is also, maybe this is the opportunity to bring your solution, your creativity. You know, maybe that's why they need you there. You're bringing in your gentle touch, whatever it is, with that individual. Okay. So we have older gentlemen here, so someone just not equal age to you, obviously 1 year or more older than you. You know, it could be your father, a brother, uncle, a friend, a coworker, a neighbor, you know, someone that you know in the community. And there's some movement here as it relates to them in terms of maybe some recovery. I don't know why they're pulling me back to the honey. And for me as a naturopath practitioner, I favor natural remedies before I hit the pharma. So there's like this, I don't know, maybe this recovery or this natural recovery they're heading towards, or you're going to receive news, I should say. This is my courier scooter, so you'll receive news of this individual feeling well, feeling back to themselves. Maybe they were down and out with a chest cold or whatnot. But this individual, this gentleman, this man, means enough to you that you want to kind of receive this good news here. So you'll hear, you know, positive information, but it feels connected to healing, whatever this is. Just getting better. You know, maybe you have been waiting to hear that they're out of surgery or out of post-op of the section of the ER or whatever it is. But receiving news as it relates to status of their recovery here, their healing. Okay. Yeah, look at the news kind of coming into you here. the fairy. Oh, she's looking down as well. So maybe maybe this individual is connected to the older individual here. You know, maybe they're brothers, maybe husband and wife, you know, older siblings, aunt and uncle. You know, it could be a couple, just a couple in your life, because they've chosen that. Maybe she's the individual that provides you. Maybe she's the source. Could just be that too as well. She's the source of the news, right? She's holding the info there in her lap in the direction. She's sailing towards you calmly, so it's coming in. Again, it's calm news, so we have healing, calmness. And then we also have here, right, the you can kind of, if for me the card's reversing, right? So the blocks are all coming back into place. So it's sort of again, I feel like it's going to be an update or just a status or good news about their healing journey here, where they're at, how they're doing. That's going to be coming into you and updating you. It feels like from afar. So I don't feel like this would be a neighbor then, or someone that you see on the daily. So it wouldn't be a coworker, or maybe someone who's been absent from the office for a while. You're hearing news of them. could be that as well. So that kind of situation. I just feel like they're not in like proximity to you in your like daily life here. So let's see. Yeah, other than the concern of any kind of possible taking on too much because of the benefit, the reward that you see here, to make sure that you're finding the right balance and effort in for the benefit that you are going to gain, right? And then get back to your family, please, on this decision that they're waiting on. TikTok, we need to know. So let's connect in next month and see sort of what other areas, or see the progress made in these areas.